Hey YouTube, how's it going? Ruthless Wolf is here, and today I'm doing the Q&A, finally! Thank you everybody who sent in questions. Let's get to them. So, first question comes from KingCat48 on Twitter. What's your favourite and worst game? And if you could go into space or down into the deep ocean, which would you choose? Okay, so favourite and worst game. I hate picking favourites because I can never pick just one. I mean, there's different genres and different kinds of game, and it's all so hard. Gun to my head, what game have I had the most fun with? I'm gonna have to say GoldenEye on the N64. I mean, I can remember playing that game ate hours and hours and hours of my life. Don't get me wrong, I'm not, putting that above Skyrim or the Fallout series. I mean, Fallout's great. The Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2 were awesome games. Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2, we played a lot on those. But for me, just GoldenEye 64 came at a time in my life, like, you didn't need a multi-tap to play multiplayer or anything like that, and you could just get 4 friends around a TV and just shoot each other in the face until your heart was content. The worst game, wow, I've played some bad games on this channel, no less. Oh man, there was a game on the Nintendo. I sort of swapped games with a friend for a brief period of time. I gave him Chip and Dale, and he gave me this game that was just so incredibly bad. I was just like, oh my god, I need to swap games back. Dude never returned my frickin' calls. I could never get a hold of him anymore. He stole my Chip and Dale, and Chip and Dale was a frickin' awesome game on the NES. So yeah, that's best to worst games. Space or sea? I'm massively fascinated by the stars, so I think I would go to space, but then, like, the sea has all kinds of interesting creatures and life. Actually, no, there's stuff down there that wants to eat me alive. Yeah, space! Definitely space! Okay, the next question I've got. If you travelled out to another planet and met an alien, what one question would you ask him, her, or it? From Padsmash on YouTube, which is at Padsmash on Twitter. If I went to another planet and met an alien, what question would I ask it? What do you ask another species? Like, there's so many questions. Wait, are we both meeting on the same planet, or am I on their planet? Because otherwise I'd want to know where they were from. It'd probably be questions about technology, I think. I'd try and avoid weaponry, because, nobody wants to find out how good their weaponry is. But, just computers and stuff, that would be awesome. Also, Padsmash on YouTube asks on Twitter, would you rather be a giraffe or a turtle? Please explain your answer. Wow, a giraffe or a turtle? Turtles, I think I'm more suited to a turtle. Plus, I've never seen a TV show called Teenage Mutant Ninja Giraffes. So, I think I would have to go with a turtle. Like, if I was a turtle, you could just sort of, duck and hide and stay away from predators. Although, they're all, like, I think, foxes or something? No, that might be hedgehogs. I'm sure I saw it on, like, a documentary or something somewhere that basically, what they do is they flip them over and then crawl and bite at their bellies. I don't know. I might be thinking of hedgehogs. But yeah, I think a turtle. I mean, alright, I don't like the idea of hiding from my problems, but a giraffe, what's a giraffe got apart from massive legs that are just... I mean, I'm clumsy. I'm a clumsy dude. If I had legs that long, I would be just falling over all the time, and I would hit my head on everything because I was so super tall. And I am quite tall in real life. I'm like 6'2", and it's not always the blessing people think it is. Don't get me wrong, I like reaching things on high shelves, but it can be a pain in the ass. So the next one comes from at HeyBroPod on Twitter. The HeyBroPod guys, absolutely love them. We talk on Twitter every now and again. I listen to the podcast and they don't watch the videos. It's a great relationship that we have. What game has most influenced you as a person? I'm joking, by the way. They're great guys, and I'm hopefully going to get them on the channel. What game has most influenced you as a person? What game has most influenced you as a person? Wow, have I been influenced by a game? Has a game really? I think the Monkey Island series on the Commodore Amiga was a really great one for me because it sort of taught you how to use your brain and use logic to solve problems, which I am a firm believer in logic to solve problems. I'm quite a logical guy. I don't so much need to know that I need to do something. I need to know sort of why I need to do something, and then I'll figure out the how. So yeah, I think the Monkey Island games when I was younger really did sort of set me off. HeyBroPod also asks, what's with the fez?
What's a fez? I wear a fez now. Fezzes are cool.
It was a Doctor Who reference. I did a video for Doctor Who when it first started again in, I want to say September, August? I don't remember now. Wow. Yeah, I think it's September. So when it started in September, I did a Doctor Who video. Basically just a funky little pixel art kind of game. Really great fun, actually, and there is a full version of that, and I want to play it, but I just don't have time at the minute. So yeah, it's a Doctor Who reference.
Someday, you could just walk past a fez.
Never gonna happen.
Okay, next question. Just Some Guy Gaming on YouTube asks, are there any franchises that you think would make for a great video game but haven't managed it as of yet? Has there been a Firefly game? Perfect. Jay and Silent Bob. Jay and Silent Bob would be an awesome point-and-click game. You could, go out as Jay and Silent Bob, and you could find little things to build contraptions to, stop the game show, or, I don't know, make a hooker come. Whatever they do in the game, like, you could totally do a Jay and Silent Bob point-and-click game. Okay, next question is Jacob L. on YouTube. He says, do you have any games that you played a lot as a child, ones that have a special place in your heart? Wow, I have. My childhood pretty much revolves around gaming. I mentioned a load earlier, but Mario Kart, that was a great game. Silent Hill, I remember sitting in a room of like 4, 5, maybe 6 people, playing Silent Hill on the PlayStation, and every single one of them was terrified. And I'm sat there and just like, you're scared? I'm the one with the freaking controller! I'm the one trying not to die! So, I mean, that is a really, really great memory of mine. There are some games that I kind of, I bonded with my dad over, which, they really kind of meant a lot. We had a Commodore 64, yeah, go Google that if you're, younger than 25 or something. Like, go Google a Commodore 64, and we had a light gun game for that. It was, I want to say Duck Hunt, but Duck Hunt was infinitely better. This was like 4 colours and squares, and it was quite terrible. But me and my dad kind of really bonded over that game quite well. And it's like, I had the C64 and it was set up downstairs and in the back room, and you would sit and play on it and whatnot, and then I go to bed at night, and then little did I know, he was downstairs playing with my light gun game, and he really, really liked it. And it wasn't until sort of like the day after when I came downstairs and I started playing it, and my dad was just like, oh, I was playing that last night. And then we started this thing where like you would take out the clay pigeons, and then there'd be a little rabbit, and we'd all sit there and just be like, kill the wabbit, and try and shoot the rabbit and things. And we also played Space Crusade on the Commodore Amiga. That was a really great game because me, him, and my older brother could sort of sit there, and I was Blood Angels, and I believe my brother was like the blue ones. Oh god, I don't remember now. But anyway, we all sort of took a team each, and we'd all go out and do missions, and we'd, you know, swarm, and it was just really great fun for the three of us to sit and play. I also have a real special place for the likes of Rogue Squadron. That was a real great game that sort of just brought life back into the franchise for me. And as crazy as this is going to sound, because anybody knows me knows I really don't like football, but ISS 64, I don't know if any, once again, the Nintendo 64 game, there are lots of games on modern consoles, but I mean, we're saying when I was younger, and yeah, ISS 64. Pad Smash and I would sit and play ISS 64 in my room, and there was this one glitch where you could sort of just get to the edge of the six-yard box and just sort of chip it over the keeper, and you would get a goal every time. And it got to the point where we had insanely high scores, but we were just having a blast. It's like, screw it, I know I could score, but I'm going to shoot from like this stupid place here, or I'm going to get my goalkeeper to score, and then you just run out of the net with your goalkeeper, and we would just dick around on football games. We'd never play them seriously, we would just mess around all the time, and that was a really great time in my childhood for me. We have another question from Night. I'm just gonna butcher the crap out of your name and say it is Nalzi. I don't know. Either way, it's here. Does the Oculus Rift get boring quickly? Is it like you use it for 2 weeks and then throw it in a corner? No. God, no. Hell no. I've had the Rift for a year and a half. I'm still using the Rift, like, all the time. I was using the Oculus Rift on Fallout 4 the other day, and it is awesome to use. I may possibly have once or twice said that if my house was burning down, I would save the Rift. But it's just, I love it. I was one of the people, I sort of got onto a 3D TV many years ago, and I really liked the 3D, and I came to the Oculus Rift, and I really like the Oculus Rift. I have a freaking... I have a thing for my phone to go in here to do virtual reality. To do virtual reality gaming on the move. I absolutely love VR, and the Oculus Rift is... I mean, they've got a good head start on everybody else. I know a lot of people compare the Oculus Rift to like the HTC Vive or Sony's Morpheus, but what you have to remember is that you can't compare the DK2 to them, because they have come out after the DK2. So what you kind of have to think of is if that's the final version of their product, what's the final version of Oculus? And when you look at the Oculus, they are up there, the better headset, and of course they've got all this experience, they've got Facebook money behind them, so I think they're going to make an astounding product, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And then as soon as the consumer version comes out, AAA titles are just going to follow. Like, I am quite a big PC gamer. I'm not a whole PC Master Race thing. Everybody knows I have an Xbox One, and I really dig that. And honestly, I would own a PlayStation 4 if I felt I had time to actually play on it, but I don't really have time. So, yeah, it's not a fad for me. I'm always going to like the Oculus Rift. I'm always going to want to play games in the Oculus Rift. It's getting to the point now where I'm playing like car games in the Oculus Rift, and not even first person. Third person works really well, surprisingly enough. So yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind. I played GTA in the Oculus Rift, and that's really great. and I wouldn't mind trying something like a Gears of War or something like that in the Oculus Rift, but something that actually properly works, not something that you're shoehorn in with Vortex, which is okay, but native support is always better. And then finally, I have one more question which was sent to me on Facebook, and I've kind of chopped all the details. It was quite a long question too, so I've kind of chopped it out to be just this really. What are your views and opinions on apps that get you subscribers? Here's the thing. I know that, I mean, everybody says the first 100 subs are the hardest, and trust me, I know that. Like, I think I'm just about 48 subs at the time of recording this, and I've been going for over a year at this point. It kind of gets me down, but then after a while, I kind of got to the point where I was just like, okay, so I'm just screaming into the void, but if somebody hears me, if like one person can just watch a video and be like, that was pretty cool, I smiled, or, you know, this is a good video, or it was informative, or something like that. If I can do that, just screaming into the void, then screw it, that's fine by me. Don't get me wrong, I would love PewDiePie numbers, like, please, subscribe, share the video and subscribe! But, yeah, it's not something that I'm overly bothered about chasing. Like, that is horseshit. Everybody wants subscribers on YouTube. But it's not the primary reason for me doing things. So yeah, I know that getting subs is kind of the hardest part of it. But thing is, you can have, I mean, look at, say, PewDiePie's videos, or Markiplier, or Jacksepticeye. They have millions and millions of subscribers. I think PewDiePie's up to like 40 million subscribers or something daft like that. Gets 1 million views. Mathematically, there is a big like, I have 48 subscribers and I get an average of around 24. That is better than PewDiePie. Kind of. So it all kind of balances out. Subs don't mean views. But then again, YouTube is in such a way that if you don't have the subs or the likes, then the videos appear a lot lower in searches, so then it makes it harder for the people without the subs to get the subs, and it's kind of messed up, but it's the system that we've got, and, well, you just play the game and pray that, you know, like I say, screaming into the void, at least one person hears. And that is it for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. These have been some great questions, and I mean, if there are any other questions that you want me to answer, if I get enough, I'll do another Q&A, but leave them in the comments, or you can contact me on Twitter. Yes, I'm on Twitter. You can contact me on Twitter at GamingForGood11. Use the hashtag WhatSayWoo. That's WhatSayWU. Woo Woofus. You can get me on Facebook at G4G11, I believe. The links are in the description on how you can get hold of me. I'm also on Instagram now, but I don't know if you've noticed, but I kind of don't like my face, so I don't really do much on Instagram. But yeah, by all means, drop me a line, any form of social media that you like, and maybe we'll do another one. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I've been Ruthless Woofus. You have been awesome for watching, and I will see you next time.